everyone, welcome to today's webinar. Thank you very much for joining me today. We've just started a little chat. If you are here live, letting us know who you are and where you are from and what business you have. So if you're on the recording, you won't be able to see that, unfortunately. So we've got a few people here from all over Australia, which is absolutely wonderful. We actually have 86 people booked into this webinar. So I know a lot of you are on the recording, and I really hope that you'll get as much information as you possibly can out of this. I'm just making sure my mobile phone is off. I don't want to be disturbed during this session. Fabulous. We've got some I've got some people from Darwin. We've got quite a few people from Perth. We've got some people from the Gold Coast in Queensland. Hopefully it's a little bit warmer over there, Michaela. It's a little bit chilly in the west at the moment. So today we are talking about, oh good, I'm glad, Michaela. My brother and his family are over there, so I'm glad it's nice and warm. Now, today we are talking about artificial intelligence, AI, to create your content. And this has been, sorry, I'm just reading the comments. We've got some people in Mission Beach. That's one place I really, really, really want to go to. A friend of mine owns a house up there, and I thought, yay. Okay, so sorry, getting distracted. We are creating artificial intelligence. This is something that has helped me in my business because, you know, creating content is okay. I mean, I've even written books, so I know how to create content. I was a social media manager for a number of years for numerous companies. So I do know how to create quite a lot of content, but sometimes we just get stuck. Sometimes we just have a bit of a brain fog, or we get a creative block and we just can't think of anything else to create. So thanks for popping all that information in the chat. I'm going to share my screen with you so that we can get on with the webinar and make the most of it. I encourage you to have a pen and paper or whatever you use to create notes. And if you haven't figured out already, I do speak very fast because I do want to get as much information to you as I possibly can today. So I'm going to share my screen with you. Let me get out of that. And we're going to present in Canva today. There it is. If you haven't done one of my Canva courses yet, I really encourage you to do that so that you can create beautiful content for your social media. I teach a lot of Canva workshops. Okay, but today we are talking about how to get artificial intelligence to write your content. We are brought to you by Business Station. I'm one of the digital business advisors in Business Station, and you can get some pretty good deals from this. If you haven't signed up to this already, I encourage you to do so. I've even signed up to this with my other ABNs, so I can get the professional services that are in this program. There's amazing experts. So I specialize in social media, e-commerce, Canva, and there's other people that specialize in so many other areas. So you do get 3 hours of one-on-one advice. So we speak to you via Zoom, 3 different hours, usually about a month apart. And then you get workshops and webinars, and it's only $44. So it's an absolute bargain. I really encourage you to sign up to this program if you haven't already. And I know quite a few of you online have signed up to that program, which is fabulous. If we haven't met already, hi, my name is Victoria. I have been teaching small business owners for quite a number of years, but I practice what I preach. So I have owned bricks and mortar stores. I've owned a wellness centre with staff. I've owned multiple e-commerce stores and still do. And I currently have we launched a skincare company in January. And we are selling in Australia, just moved to New Zealand, and I'm in the process of trying to get us into Singapore and Japan at the moment. I've written a couple of books. I'm an ex-school teacher, which is why I love doing this. I'm a Shopify and Facebook partner. I'm also just about to become this week the CEO of our Busselton Chamber of Commerce. So I'm very, very passionate about small business owners and helping small businesses. Just checking that chat. Okay, so how do you book in for a Zoom one-on-one? Really good. Oh, thank you, Ellen. Really good question. So it's business station. If you look up businessstation.com.au and look up digital solutions, it's on the main main page. You'll get moved to sign up. You'll have to pop in your ABN, sign up, and then they'll give you access to a portal where you can book in whoever you want to see. So if you do want to see me, my name is Victoria Yuen, Y-U-E-N, and happy to have a chat and set that up. So that's businessstation.com.au, and jump on board to that program. Really cool. So all of that information, but most of them all, I'm a mum to 2 teenagers. So let's allow the technology to work for you. Now, AI, artificial intelligence, isn't the absolute and utter, end part of what you actually have to do, because humans are always going to be better than robots. Always. You're going to know your customers better than anyone. You are going to know your target market. You are going to know how to use your voice on social media. What we do with the artificial intelligence is we use it, I think of it as a skeleton. So it gives me the bones of what I want to create, and then I flesh it out with my voice or a link to another product or a link to another blog or a little bit of humor, something like that added in. So as we go along with this, I want you to think about everything that we create with artificial intelligence as the bones, and then you flesh it out. So what do you actually want to get out of it? So before we even start trying to create something, we want to say, well, what am I going to try to get out of this post? Am I trying to get a connection with my audience? Am I trying to learn more about my audience? Am I trying to start a conversation? Am I trying to get leads? Am I trying to get, give a lead magnet in order to get their emails so I can retarget to them at a later stage? Are you trying to show your expertise? Are you trying to drive traffic? And that's the main reason why I use this, is because I'm trying to drive traffic to my website. And I want people who are Googling to actually get to my website, and creating lots and lots and lots of blogs and articles is a very, very good way of doing that. But gee whiz, I run out of things to say. So that's actually why I started on this artificial intelligence journey for my own business. And like I said, I practice everything before I come and teach you, because I was just running out of things to say. I just couldn't think of anything else to say, in order to have Google attach those people to my website through keywords that I was trying to do. So that was my goal. I was trying to drive traffic, and then I started seeing how much artificial intelligence and the program that I'm going to show you could really, really help support my business in other areas as well. And it really does save me so much time. With the program I'm going to show you, I trialed it, and I actually trialed quite a few other ones as well. They're all very, very similar. I trialed the first, I think that gives you 7 days or something for free. And I encourage you to do that so you can get familiar with the programs and see if it's going to be useful for you. And then I was so grateful that I went, I don't care how much this costs, I'm just going to get it. This saves me so much time. So I want you to think, firstly, what are you actually going to post about? Okay, what's your goal what's your goal, and why are you going to create it? But the main thing is, who are we creating it for? Now, I had a conversation with somebody on the weekend that asked me about affiliate marketing. And I said, okay, so who are you going to sell that to? And they said, the world. And I thought, wow, okay, that's what most people think before they start coming into business, before they start recognizing that they only sell to a particular group of people, and then they need to really target them and market them, because otherwise you're spraying and praying your marketing. You're just sending out to absolutely everyone, and a very small percentage of those people will actually take notice. So why not give the majority of your information to those people that are most likely going to buy your product? So thinking about who your person is, so your goal of what you want to get at, and then who you actually trying to target. Who is going to be the person that is going to reach into their pocket and is going to hand over their hard-earned cash to get your service or your product? So we need to be very specific about this. And if you've been on any of my other webinars, you'll know about Jenny. But very quickly, my skincare is, and I want you to think about this in your business. So my skincare is for females who are 30 to 50 years young. They work full-time jobs because they need to have a little bit of expendable income to be able to buy the skincare. And they're usually time poor. I need them to be tech savvy. I know where they hang out, what magazines they read, what issues they have. I know so much about this person, so I can really target my information to that person. Now, I researched the most popular name and it came up with Jenny. So this huge list of information about my target market, as soon as I say the word Jenny, all of that information comes into play. And I say to myself, will Jenny find this interesting? Will Jenny find this informative? Will Jenny find this funny? And so I really encourage you to start thinking about your target market as one name that has a whole entire demographic behind it, a whole entire pieces of information behind it. Now, you may have 2 or 3, but this is the main person that you're thinking about. And then what is actually going to interest them? So what is Jenny, what is she interested in? So I'd like you to actually start putting in the comments, maybe the name of the person that you know, but what are they interested in? And this is where we start in our creation of content. What are they interested in? So just pop into the comments. What are your people interested in? Let me know in there. So my people are interested in skincare for mature skin. They're interested in skincare for perimenopausal and menopausal skin. Interested in skincare for sensitive skin, because that's predominantly what our skincare company is for. Okay, reconnecting with partner, interested in learning about financing and investing, commercial real estate, interested in flavor with no nasties, excellent. How to find a profitable product to sell on Etsy, using how to use low-cost video equipment. Oh, Mavis, I've got you. Fabulous. You've got that name. I love it. Interested in socializing, experiencing history and trying to different foods and staying active, overcoming stress and anxiety, interested in securing your new job, how to write your resume. Excellent. Okay, so Michaela, actually that came to the hosts. So Michaela, you might like to change just the thing that says hosts and panelists. You might like to change that to everyone so that you can share your content with everyone. Excellent. Okay, so how to perform well in the interview. All right, so let's have a little think about some of these things that are coming through. So let's just think about Michaela's one. So anxiety and stress. There's one more coming through. New job. Fabulous. Okay. Now we're thinking about our person. So this is why I did all of this, so we can get to this stage. You've got your goal in mind, you've got your person in mind, and then we come to a place called Answer the Public. I wonder if anyone has been here before. Now, this changed this morning. Actually, it might have been over the week. I haven't been in here during the week. So I'm crossing my fingers, I'm crossing my toes that this still works the same way before Neil actually brought this. So this fellow here is fabulous, absolutely fabulous if you don't follow Neil's stuff. And he just brought this. He just purchased it. So Answer the Public didn't used to look like this. So like I said, crossing my fingers and toes, making sure it still works. Now, normally we're allowed to have 1 or 2 free searches per day. I'll have to research this to make sure that we still can, and I'm hoping we can today. But if you want to have more than that, we used to have to pay for the pro version. But we usually can get 2 or 3 searches per day. So if we put in something like anxiety, that's what we had before. So we just put in our keyword. What is Jenny really needing to know about? So this is why what is our person? What do they need to know about? And we put in only 1 or 2 words for the keywords for that niche. What do they need to know about? So they might be Googling anxiety. We're in Australia. It depends on where you market. So we're in Australia, you'll put that there, and the language is English. So we're just going to click search. And again, I'm crossing my fingers and toes, making sure this does work. Oh, take a deep breath. It looks like it has. Okay, so what happens with Answer the Public is that it comes up with everything that people are Googling about that word in that area that you're searching for. Everything that people are asking Google about that one word. So you can see here it's got 392 results on anxiety. Now I'm just going to scroll down. Okay, hopefully you can see my screen well enough. I'll just open that up. Hopefully you can see my screen well enough for you to see that it's got an enormous amount of ideas and content. And this is everything that people are Googling at the moment, right now. So you have an insane amount of ideas for your social media, for your blogs, because you know that your people are searching this. You know that this is something that they are interested in. So all of those people that popped those keywords in there, I encourage you to have a go at Answer the Public. And like I said, it used to be 2 searches per day. Hopefully it still is. So be very specific with that keyword, and you've popped some awesome keywords into the chat. So I'd suggest just using those. And then you go through. Now, I have found that some of these just don't make any sense because, you know, when some people Google, that doesn't make sense. But you can use so much of this as your social media content. Okay. I'm just going through just to sort of say, see which one we can use. Let's see. Can anxiety cause high blood pressure? Okie dokes. All I'm doing is clicking on, I've just copied that so I can then put it into my artificial intelligence maker, content creator. But I really encourage you to use this as your almost as a social media and content creator guide. The other thing that happens with this, which is fabulous, if you don't know the answer, you can click on it and it gives you information, a lot of information. Alrighty. Okay, so let's go back to that. So all I did was copied, can anxiety cause high blood pressure? All right. Then I'm going to go into my artificial intelligence app. So I use Anyword. Now there is a few other ones as well. I've tried Jasper, I've tried Content AI, but I keep coming back to Anyword. They're all very, they're all quite similar. They give very similar information, but after trialing quite a few of them, I found this one to be the easiest to use. Okay, so I'm just going to show you around in here. We've got our home, and then I'm clicking on the left-hand side that says Data-Driven Editor. And I'm going to open this up so you can see. So you can click on any of these and it creates something for you. So we've got a Facebook ad, we've got a Google search ad, Twitter, LinkedIn. You can create your Pinterest copy. I'm just scrolling down. So that's your social medias. Then it gives you the opportunity to create landing pages, call to action pages. You can improve your SEO data, so you can put in your information about something that you already have on your website and you can improve that. Here's some more socials. Generate catchy captions, Facebook posts, LinkedIn, YouTube. Pinterest, emails, subject email lines, promotional email lines. You can create the body of the email. You can create SMS, so texts, general writing, copy frameworks, product listings if you're on Amazon. And as an Amazon seller, if you create I am an Amazon seller, so I have an understanding about how this gets created. If you have done that, you can actually put that onto all other platforms as well. So you can use that onto eBay and you can use it into Etsy, that type of thing as well. Okay, just got a question up here. I'll give you a link, Eileen, to the cost. It is amazing, isn't it? It's so fun. It's good. I'm so glad I can bring this to you to show you, because it really does make a lot of your life a lot easier. So let's actually do it. Now I'm scrolling up. So if your eyes get fuzzy, just close your eyes for a second. I'm going to scroll right up. Okay, so let's have a look. I like this Facebook ad. So let's click on that. Even if I'm not doing a Facebook ad, I actually like to do this. Let's do Get Anxiety. Do you remember how I copied and pasted that over? So let's see if that works. Oh, we need something up here. What's a product for anxiety? Let's go weighted blanket. Okay, so it gives you a whole bunch of information. And again, it's collected very quickly, like you can see, very quickly data from around the internet. And it gives you very easy and quite good information about how you can create that skeleton, and then you can start fleshing it out. Okay, so this is, weighted blankets, and it's used those keywords, weighted blankets, and it's used anxiety for us as well. And it gives you quite a few. So this down here says generate, and I've just generated 3, but we can generate more. What I really like is a list. I tend to like lists because people like reading them very quickly. So if I just click list down here and I want to generate 3 lists, how great does that look? All of these different lists, and they give you the emojis and they give you a few different things to come up with as well. Now, I need to remind you that this is your skeleton. You need to change that, buy a weighted blanket for less than $100. If that's not true, change it. This says studies show that it can reduce anxiety by up to 68%. Make sure that you source that study and that statistics, or take it out. You need to be truthful on social media and across all of your different platforms so that people learn to trust everything that you say. Okay, and then all I would do is I would copy that, and then I'd put that into Business Suite. That would go onto my Facebook and my Instagram. I would link it to the product that I'm making. Yay, done. How fantastic is that? Okay, so we've got a few people saying, yeah, that's incredible, very impressed. Amazing. Oh my God, my mind is blown. Let me blow it again. Elise, I'll show you. Is that how you say your name? My apologies if I've said that wrong. Okay, so I'm going to go back. So that was just a Facebook ad, okay? So just how simple was that to create? So simple. I'm going to blow your mind a little bit more now. I'm going to go over to the left-hand side and click a blog wizard, and then create new blog. And then we want to create the blog on, can anxiety cause high blood pressure? Yes, because that's what we have found in Anyword of what people want to know. Now in here, you can define your topic or your industry. So you can come in here and you could, I wonder if mental health is in there. Yep. So if you're looking at a keyword that you desperately need Google to start connecting to your website, my keyword is always sensitive skin. So every time I create one of these blogs, my keyword is sensitive skin because I just need Google to try and push people to my website. So you can put in your keywords in here. Let's probably put in anxiety. Just checking that check. So Susie and Christy are saying they do need to leave, and yes, you will get the link. Absolutely, the recording will be given out. Okay, so let's getting back to this SEO keyword, pop in the anxiety, and then next. Now this writes you a title that is keyword optimized. So this is good for your SEO, which is your search engine optimization. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, well, I don't create blogs, a blog can be put not only on your website for people to Google, they can be put on other websites as well, like Medium. Now, that then gives you a chance to link your blog back to your website. So it gives more links over the internet back to your website, which is fantastic for people coming back to your website. So the other thing that you can do with these blogs is to just use them as a script for your videos. So these can be used in quite a number of ways. No worries, Wendy. I'll see you soon. Okay, so title, does anxiety cause high blood pressure? New research suggests a link. That scares me because I want to know that research is actually there. So I probably wouldn't have that as the title. Okay, can anxiety cause high blood pressure? This is what we want to know. So do you see how we've connected that search that people are searching for? This is the title, and then they'll get connected to you. So that's our title. Click next. Then it will give us an outline of what we may or may not want in our blog. So the link between stress and hypertension, cause of anxiety, how common is it, treating hypertension with lifestyle changes, and when to seek medical advice. That all sounds pretty good to me. And click next. And again, those different sections can be even broken up into, 5 different videos, or even 5 different Facebook posts or something like that. Okay, so Michaela's saying, what does the rating mean in the circle next to the right? I'll just click on that and I'll show you. Okay, so it says the content is safe. It gives you the demographic, the age demographic, and the female and male. So you can have a look and see if that does actually suit your brand. Okay, so this has given us some information about, this has given us our introductory paragraph. It does have in there some statistics. So again, I'd be mindful of that. I do actually want to check on those statistics. This one doesn't give us any statistics, so I might choose that one just to be a bit safe. Click next. Click continue to editor. So we've got our title up here, which has our keywords in it, and our exact words from the Answer the Public. We've got our introductory here. And this is everything that it said. What do you actually want to put in there? So this said the link between stress and hypertension. And then I'll say, okay, great. Let's create that paragraph for me. Thank you very much. Fabulous. It's created a paragraph for me, and it probably has, or it would do, has it got anxiety in there? Oh, it's got, blood pressure. So it's put in some keywords in there as well. Then causes of anxiety, click on the next paragraph. You can delete these with this one it says rephrase if you don't like it. So it can change that and it can rephrase that for you. How common is it? That's got some statistics in there. I'll check those. Treating hypertension with lifestyle changes. Great, it's given us some ideas. Again, check that. You would know this industry inside out if this is what you're going to be writing about anyway. Now, when it says when to seek medical advice, as always, this is the bones. This is the skeleton of your blog. I would elaborate on that. I would flesh that out with links to Beyond Blue or links to Lifeline or links to the service that you're offering to them, so that it's not just, you know, the bones of it. Really flesh it out and make it very, very useful for your people, very informative for your people, and gives you the expertise and the authority in there. Okay, so scrolling back up, great. We've been through this. Imagine that we have. We've been through all of this. We have gone, yep, I agree with that. Yep, that's great. I've changed some, might have deleted some. And then all I'm doing is copy blog to the clipboard. And then I'm not going to take you into the back end of my website. So I thought I'd take you into Medium. Once you set up a Medium account, you can write on here for free and pop in your amazing blog that is filled with your beautiful keywords, filled with your expertise. Then you go through in this, you hyperlink, which is that little link. Oh, it's going away. That little link there. Hyperlink back to your website, hyperlink back to your products if you have products. So if you sell on Etsy, if you sell on Amazon or something like that, and you don't actually have your own website, this is actually a really easy way of doing it. Pop this on something like Medium and then have links back to your product on your other, you know, eBay, Etsy, Amazon, wherever your products are. So you don't actually have to have a website when you do this, but you still can get those links free, it's all free, back to your products. Alrighty. Now, what I like about this as well, I won't publish it because that anxiety one has nothing to do with, I was going to say, anxiety has nothing to do with the blood pressure, but it sort of does because our skin goes nuts when we are under pressure. But what I like about Medium is that it also gives people the opportunity to listen. So as soon as you've popped your blog and your article in here, they've got the opportunity to either read it or to listen, which is fabulous for you know, giving people other options of actually how to consume your content. All right, let's have a look at the chat. Okay, can you ask it to be formal or informal, funny or factual? If you so let's go. So Relaine is saying, can you change the statistics data so it relates to Australia? Absolutely. That's exactly what you would do. You would find those statistics, you would find that data, and then once you put all of this information in Medium or on your blog, you would add to it. You would flesh out the blog so that you've got very, very relevant statistics and data for your people. Okay, so Michaela's asking, if two people put in the same starter text, will they get the same result or will be unique to each time? I guess my question relates to, will this be unique content or can someone else also receive the same content? That's a really good question, Michaela. I actually don't know the answer to that. It does pull content at the time, so they might actually be having to get, you know, the same content at exactly the same time. But it will be similar. It will be similar to other people's content because, you know, it's artificial intelligence. It's pulling it from the internet. It's not making it up for you. And so that's, again, why we need to make sure that we've got this in our mind, that it's the bones, that we can then use this as, as the starter, like you mentioned, and actually come in with our own content onto there. Yeah. Can you ask it to be formal or informal, funny or factual? Yes, you can, Janine. You can actually put in a different type of voice in there. Yep. And I believe it's meant to be unique, hence when you have the copyright to use, plus if you can edit and make your own, then it absolutely is. Absolutely, Joe, that's exactly right. It is meant to be unique, but sometimes I feel as though it doesn't give you your brand voice. It doesn't give you your voice. So it's very generic. So again, making sure that you put in your own information on top of that. Eileen, absolutely. Yes, you can book in for a one-on-one, just businessstation.com.au, and then just ask for me as preferred advisor. Melissa, are there any other platforms like Medium to use to post promote your business? There is a few. Medium is one. Elephant Journal I've got on as well. Tumblr you can get on as well. Joe's saying LinkedIn articles on your profile or your page. Fabulous. We've got Vocal is one too. Thanks so much for adding all these in. That's really, really good. Joe's saying I wouldn't use it as it is. Yep, for that reason, you want people to connect with you. Exactly. So good to have that starting point. And it just gets you over the line of what am I going to write? And that blank. So it just gets you over the line. It starts those creative juices flowing. So go through the blog. If it's American spelling, change it to Australian, obviously. Put in your links to your product or your service. If you can, link it back to other blogs or articles that you've written. Link it to your social medias so people have a chance to go to your different places and connect with you again. And put in your voice. Put in something personal so you can really make everyone recognize that you are the expert in the field. So it is just a starting point. Great idea, Joe. You can get your virtual assistant to do this part, and then you just need to edit. Really, really good. Please show how to hyperlink again. Okay, I'm just going to stop that so I can show the hyperlink. If I click on that, if I click on here, and then paste the link in there. So if I wanted that to go back, if that was a product, if I was saying, click here to have a look at this product or click here to book, I would highlight that. I'll show you again, highlight that, click on that link, and then I'll type in the address of where I want them to go to so that you've got those links back. And I'd put in a few links in there. May as well make the most of it. Absolutely. Now, there's one thing that I do need to let you know, and it's not, absolutely on point for this, but if you are creating blogs, Google has recently come out and said that they don't want you to create the same blog on multiple platforms. They really want you to make sure that it is different on different platforms. So if you think to yourself, oh, great, I can put this blog and I can put it onto a LinkedIn article, or I can put this onto my social media, or I can put this onto Medium, I can put this onto Pinterest, I can put this onto my own blog. Don't put the same blog on. You can put a blog with similar, interests and similar niche, similar keywords, but don't put the same one on. Google is really cracking down on plagiarism. And we don't want you to be seen as a person that is plagiarizing somebody else's, because you're not. You're actually using your own content, but it looks like you're plagiarizing somebody else's because it's the same on multiple platforms. And that's what's so good about creating something like that here, because you can create in content, you can create it in Anyword, and it can be a little bit different all of the time. And you saw how fast I can create that blog. So very, very fast. Then what I would do is I would take that title and I would go into Canva and I would create a graphic in Canva. Let me just create a design. Probably let's have a look at Instagram. Just a square one. This is a new blog. So I'd pop up the top in the search bar, new blog, and I'd say, yep, that'll do. Change that. Fabulous. Just move that in there. Beautiful. Okay, pop your website in there. You've got new blog in there. Change that to suit your brand colors. Put in your picture. If you have a picture of you, put in your picture there so that it connects you to the customer. And it's not just a template that you've created in Canva. You really have changed it so that is you in here. Okay, it is better if it is you in there. Alrighty, checking on what I might do is jump out of stopping share and jump on in and say hi. Okay, just so I can have a look at the chat. We've got lots of great people having a chat in here. Okay, Victoria, there are various pricings. One of them says free. Say Word credits your month 1,000. Is it worth starting on this and seeing how it works for you? Absolutely, Annabelle. That's what I mentioned right at the beginning. Is I trialed quite a few of these different platforms: Jasper, Content AI, Anyword, and I trialed them and I just wanted to see if it was going to be useful for me. So do the free trial first and then see how you go with it. Absolutely. I want you to find something that it really is easy for you to work with. I don't want anything to be complicated for you, but you saw how easy it was to work with that Anyword one. Okay, so Susan's asking, is there a free version? Yeah, there's a trial at the beginning. I don't think it's free for forever. Does this tool have a remix feature to take your own blog and rewrite it to get over the duplicate content issue? There is thanks, great question, Joe. Thanks. I'm glad you've popped in here, actually. I probably need to have a chat with you sometime soon. So if you don't know, Joe is an amazing LinkedIn strategist. And if you need to know anything about LinkedIn, jump and talk to Joe. So if you can actually recreate some of your content from other blogs and try not to be like, it doesn't even need to be your own blog. Don't plagiarize or do anything that way. But if you want to, you can actually cover over sort of sentences or paragraphs, and it can rewrite it for you. So if you've found copy that you really, really like on an ad or a Facebook ad or something, and you said, great, this is really good, I really like these words, but I don't want to plagiarize somebody else's, or I want to get over that whole duplicative situation that Google has asked us to do, you can actually put that in and you can do that too. Okay, Melissa's asking, how much is this one per month and what are the real difference between the Medium and the other you've trialed? So the Medium is the blog platform. It's not the content creation platform. Medium's I think it's free forever. I haven't actually had to pay for it yet. I will have to get back to you on per month for the copy. And yeah, I'll have to get back to you on that. I've paid for it a while ago and I can't actually remember how it is, so I have to get back to you for that. So Anyword and Jasper. So they're very muchness. Do a little bit of research, see how much each one of them are. Yes, I do have an affiliate link and I'll put it in the recording for when you get that. Yes. Now, Joe's saying, thanks, I definitely look at this tool. I've used a few others, but I haven't tested Anyword. Yes, love learning from peers. There's the pricing. Thank you, Annabelle. That is so good. Fabulous. Okay, so does anyone have any other questions, or would you like me to just, again, quickly go through that process of exactly what we did with another keyword? So Joe's saying, another side tip, once you have your blog, use another AI tool to create a video from it. Great idea. So Joe's suggesting Lumen 5. I haven't trialed that. That's my afternoon playtime. Yay. Okay. Thanks, Cindy, for coming in. Fabulous. Okay, Julie has to go as well. All right. So thanks very much for coming in, all those people that do need to go. Another go, please. Okay, so Julie's asking for another go. Julie, would you like to give me a keyword or a niche or something that you would like me to have a play with? I shouldn't do it this way, should I? I should have it all prepared, but I actually really want you to see the process that isn't prepared. I really want you to see that. Okay, so we've got FODMAP. Where are we? There. Let's go into search public. Now we actually are going to see if we can do more. Will it let me? No. Oh, I've only got one I can do. What a shame. That's okay. We can go into blog. Looks like we're only given one chance to do that now. Used to be two. Okay. Blog on FODMAP. Healthy cooking and eating. This needs to be a little bit longer. FODMAP, recipes, diet. Let's see what title it comes up with. I tried FODMAP diet and see what happens. If you haven't done that, I wouldn't use that. FODMAP diet, everything. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Everything you need to know. Great. And there was one there that says FODMAP diet. How can it help you? That could be another one as well. Okay. Oh, good. I'm glad you like the real examples. It really isn't the best way of, doing this, but I do like to keep things very, very interesting. Very, well, yes, interesting, but also real. Okay. Holy dolly, look at all of that. Wow. That would just create the most insane blog. You've got 10 different sections. You could split those up into social media posts. You could split those up into creating a video on each one of those. Click on there. If you've been diagnosed with IBS and other gastrointestinal disorders, you may have heard of FODMAP diet and all of those big words, which I'm sure you understand. Perhaps I don't. Maybe, oh yeah, those big words are there too. Okay, continue to editor. All right. So a lot of people may be searching for these and maybe searching for IBS. So you've got some great keywords in there for your SEO. Gastrointestinal disorders, you've got these beautiful words in there already for your good SEO. So search engine optimization. So people are searching for it, you're optimizing it on your website, searching for it on a search engine, optimizing it, SEO, connecting it to your website. Okay, FODMAP stands for, that's probably why I couldn't say it all. Great, so it gives you exactly what it is. What foods are high in fructose? Please do your research around this. I can't stress enough that this is the skeleton and you are fleshing it out with your expertise. There's some more. There's some more. I'm just going to, now the other thing that I didn't mention also is that it can generate text length. So I've just got it set on medium. You can change it to short, medium and long, depending on what you want. You can also put in your keywords in there as well. This would just make you stand out so quickly as the expert in your field. How many have we done? Okay, so I'm not going to continue with all of that. So then you would go through and you'd write all of that. You would copy that blog post to the clipboard. And what I'm going to do for you is put it there. Will that work? No, it didn't work. Okay, I'll have to email it to you at some stage. Okay, so we've got some things in here. I'm glad, Ray, you like that. Any chance the section headings to get Anyword to write them? Yes. So can you change the section headings and get Anyword to write them? Absolutely. So you would go back to that. Let's just open one we've already done. We did. Oh, far out. Sorry. Okay. So it didn't take me back to the beginning. So right at the beginning, do you remember how we came down and it said the different headings? You can actually change that in there. So you can change it before it gets to this stage, and you can change it to, whatever you want. I actually just take out some of those often. Sometimes these are just too long. And I know, people read blogs, they want content very quickly. So sometimes I just take those out or change them if I don't have time to research the statistics and see if it is actually correct. Okay, so let's have a look. Amazeballs. I know, how good is that, Shirley? So cool. I love sharing this stuff with you guys because I know how hard it is to be a small business owner. I know I've been a small business owner for the past 12 years, multiple different businesses. And if I can find these tools that make my life easier, why not share them with you and make your life easier? And just really, it's just fabulous to share all of this information. There's absolutely no point in keeping it to ourselves. Great, Karen, I'm glad you've learned lots. Fabulous. Okie dokes. So I will, actually, I'm just going to go into that, and I'm going to get you that link because Joe did mention it. Now, where is it? Invite. Oh, no, that's just inviting. Okay, I will get you the link. My apologies, I will get you the link in the recording. So I don't waste your time in here. Okay, wonderful. Thank you, Joe. It's good to look over people's shoulders and do it that way. Fabulous. Okay. Always good to work from colleague. Absolutely. So I will definitely get you that link. If you don't use that one, that's absolutely fine. I want you to use the one that is absolutely perfect for you. But they do give me a link to, and clearly I'm not very good at it, sharing those links. And I'll give you the link in the recording so that you can go and check it out. And I don't even know how much I get from it. And you'll probably go on to the first bit anyway. I'm glad you're having a laugh at me as well. Beautiful. Okay, my friends, thank you so much for joining me today. I wish you the absolute best in your business. Joe, I'm going to contact you probably now. And I will catch up with most of you, hopefully in the Digital Solutions program. And I really, really wish you the absolute best for your business. Thank you for a sunny day. It doesn't look that fabulous outside. I've got my big jumper on. Wonderful. Thank you so much, everybody. Really appreciate you being here. I'm glad. Thanks, Bob. I'm glad that you think, and for the rest of you that have said that it was informative and useful. Wonderful. Have a fabulous, fabulous day. See you.